Welcome back to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm Mayastar, and this is the Mayastar Podcast. I teach energy healing courses online through Mayastar Academy, share spiritual guidance and mystical musings on the Maya Muses blog, and provide healing, ritual, and spellcasting services as a star-seeded shaman and professional witch. Today is episode 94 of the Mayastar Podcast, and I'm drawing from the articles on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net. And today we'll be covering manifesting through gratitude and some of my tips for enhancing your spiritual practice in order to tap into your highest potential for happiness and healing. But first, I'd like to thank you for being here today. If you feel called, please take a moment to like this episode and leave me a comment. It really does help the channel to grow. I read and reply to all of your messages, and I love hearing your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way, you'll know as soon as new episodes are released. And if you're on your mobile, look out for the hype option below this episode. Hyping a video helps it get out to more viewers. As usual, I have a tendency to go off script and let my intuition guide me, so we'll be meandering around these topics and pursuing the scenic route to enlightenment. If this sounds interesting to you, stick around and while away some time with me as we explore these things together. So sit back, relax your shoulders, take a sip of chamomile tea, exhale deeply, and let's explore. Manifesting Made Easy, Gratitude, a Mayastar Energy Healing article. Manifesting is the process by which we create our lives in accordance with our highest intentions. Manifesting is the conscious alignment of our material reality with our hopes and desires, and it's something we can all do, all the time and always. When we learn more about the process, we can make small changes in our lives that will reap great rewards by helping us to bring more of what we want into our reality. There are many teachings available for manifesting effectively, but this article will cover some of the simplest techniques you can use starting today to begin creating your dream life right now. The importance of gratitude. What is gratitude? The most powerful practice you can begin today to increase your happiness, peace, and prosperity is the mindful expression of gratitude. Let's start by understanding what gratitude really is. The Collins Dictionary definition of gratitude states that it is the state of feeling grateful. This gives us an important clue. Gratitude isn't something you do, it's something you feel. That's what makes this technique one of the simplest. There's no special action you need to take. There's no special equipment to use and no special philosophy to study. Rather, gratitude is likely to be a feeling you've experienced before. So you just need to remind yourself of it and learn to choose gratitude so often in your daily life that it becomes a way of life. Gratitude and the power of positive emotion. When we feel gratitude, we are bringing ourselves into the present moment and creating energetic openness by expressing our inner joy. We are recognizing the good things in life and reminding ourselves of their importance. Gratitude is a warm feeling, so tapping into it can remind us of feelings of love, security, hope, and happiness. You can't feel gratitude when you're angry, jealous, or fearful. And while it's natural and healthy to sometimes feel and express negative emotions or responses to the world, there's a tendency in the modern age to do this more than is healthy. Think about the things that evoke negative emotions in your life. Spending too much time with toxic people, watching too much news, or winding yourself up by indulging your tendency to judge other people or gossip about them, can all be negative practices you fall into that reinforce negative feelings and negative outcomes. These daily habits can easily become detrimental to our lives. They can create blocks to our happiness by restricting our ability to experience gratitude, toxic positivity, and toxic negativity. Choosing to make gratitude your default emotional response might seem like an exercise in toxic positivity to some people, but in my opinion, conscious gratitude is a very different philosophy to unconscious ingratitude. If your time is devoted to judging others, forming and reciting opinions on current affairs, or being around those that don't bring out the best in you or themselves, you are making a choice. Even if you don't consciously make that choice, you are choosing to invest your energy in things that don't bring you joy. If watching the news for half an hour in the evening means you go to bed worrying about world events and feeling powerless, perhaps that routine is toxic to your health and well-being. Perhaps you could repurpose that time more effectively. Connecting with gratitude can help you to recognize your own toxic patterns. And when you realize that your own negative habits are at the root of your suffering, you become empowered to change them. Daily gratitude practices to take your manifesting to the next level. My recommendation is not to become over-analytical about your life, though. If you start trying to evaluate every single thought and interaction you have, you're liable to create a lot of unnecessary stress for yourself. And changing your mindset to one of gratitude can be done moment to moment. But to start with, a good way to remind your unconscious mind that gratitude is a good feeling is to dedicate some time each day to a gratitude practice. This is really the development of a personal ritual, so it needs to be something that works for you and fits in with your routine. Here are a few ideas that you might want to consider. 1. Gratitude baths or showers. Cleansing the body is something we do every day, and no matter what else is going on, we remember to make time for this ritual. As such, choosing your bathroom time as time for a particular spiritual practice can really help you to stay consistent. Not all practices are possible in a bath or shower, but reciting affirmations is one that can create big shifts in your consciousness. Choose an affirmation for the week and use it every day during your ablutions to see if it creates any positive results in your mood, mindset, or manifesting goals. You can follow my social media to receive my daily energy update with a law of attraction affirmation that you can use throughout the day. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, YouTube, and WordPress, and all the links will be in the description box below. 2. Gratitude journaling. Writing things down is a kind of magic in itself. It's a process of converting our thoughts and feelings into something symbolic. What I mean by that is that a word is not the thing itself. If you search your soul and find a good feeling, you want to write about it. You first have to connect more deeply with that feeling and put a name to it. When you put a name to it, you're owning it, in a sense. And when you repeat the word in future, you remember that feeling. The word is a symbol of that experience. Gratitude journaling is a potent way of doing this. Gratitude journaling doesn't have to take long either. The important part of this practice is consistency. Showing up every day to your journal with the intention of expressing gratitude sends a powerful message to your conscious mind to bring your mental habits more into alignment with a positive and expansive mindset. It also sends a message to your unconscious mind that you would like to bring more of this feeling into your life, and by extension, that sends a powerful message to the universe about the life you wish to create. You might choose to write a list of 3, 5, 10 or 20 things you're grateful for that day. Some days you might find that difficult, and other times you might find you have more than your designated number to be grateful for. So allow some flexibility. The more important part is that this habit becomes a daily one. Commit to doing this for 1 month and see if you're happier at the end of that month. If you are, it might be a great habit to continue with. 3. Gratitude meditation. Meditation is something we can do anywhere. You don't need to be sitting on a yoga mat, and you don't need to have your eyes closed. You just need to be in a position where you can bring your focus inside yourself and not be distracted too much. When walking or working out, you can meditate, or during other mundane tasks like housework, washing up, walking the dog, or taking the train to work. Again, choosing to fit your spiritual practice into your life by building it into your regular routine can be a good way to start because it encourages consistency. A gratitude meditation can be simple. Perhaps call to mind one thing you are grateful for. Perhaps it's something that happened that day, or the memory of someone who really helped you out. Or perhaps it's just the colour of the sky. Whatever evokes a feeling of gratitude within you, lean into that thought and allow the feeling to intensify for the duration of your meditation. If you often spent those mundane moments intensifying your fears, stresses, worries or judgments. Changing your toxic habits could bring enormous shifts towards positivity, creativity, and bliss in your life. These simple practices are just suggestions to get you started. When you witness the magic of gratitude in your manifesting work, you may want to expand your practice by learning some energy healing techniques. And there are some great options on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net that can help you do just that. The Good Fortune Prosperity Reiki course, the Constellation of Bliss, Archangelic Flames, Abundance Affinity Attunement, Lakshmi's Golden Good Fortune, Attraction Reiki, and Archangel Uriel's Prosperity and Progress Activation. I also provide magical ritual intensives to support you in your healing journey and manifesting objectives, in particular for those focusing on drawing positive and progressive change into their lives. I recommend the Luring a Moon Abundance Alignment 30-day ritual intensive, which you can read about on the Maya Magical website. If this episode resonated with you and you feel called to explore these energies more deeply, you'll find a wide range of distance attunement courses, including those mentioned in this episode, on my website at mayastar.net. I offer full support for your spiritual awakening and healing journey with attunement sent using the Orb of Life method, which means you can receive them wherever you are in the world. You can also explore the latest spiritual guidance, articles, and daily energy updates exclusively on the Maya Muses blog at blog.mayastar.net. And if you'd like to support my work or join the Mayastar Soul Tribe community, you'll find a link for the Mayastar Patreon page in the description box below, where you can access exclusive members-only content, including pre-release channeled music and healing harp meditations. The Mayastar Soul Tribe members hold a special place in my heart. So a big thank you and my brightest blessings to you. And thank you to all who like, share, subscribe or comment on these episodes. Your engagement helps this podcast get recommended to people who will find inspiration in my words. Wishing you peace, prosperity, and progress in all you do. With blessings.